We're live. We are live.
Oh.
Well, look who it is.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. In over now a year and almost
some months.
A month.
Yeah. Some change. A year and some change.
Yeah, it has been a long time.
Yeah.
It has been
time flies.
Time does fly. I feel older. I feel grayer.
Yeah.
Feel more like a vampire. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but we are back. It has been a journey to get us back to this spot, but it is super cool.
Yeah.
The environment has changed a little bit. This is our first basically pilot episode in this new area. But we
excited.
Upgraded a little bit. Yeah. We got couches. We got, these little guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. It's been kind of insane.
Yeah.
So also kind of spur of the moment too.
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes those are the best ideas.
So Cory, what have you been up to? It's been a minute,
Work and school. That's it. I think that's the biggest thing that's changed since last episode is I started paramedic school in February. I'll be done next January. It's been a roller coaster.
That wasn't the one.
Got some more, I don't know, probably crazy stories. Work. It's literally work, gym, school, kid. That's it.
Yeah.
It's my whole life.
Yeah. I could only guess what you do just from like that. I don't know. I don't know what you do though.
Yeah.
So, I could
Me neither.
I could only assume, right? So
Sometimes I don't even know what I do. Just whatever I'm told. That's it.
Well, that's awesome. So, any updates in your life?
Still rocking and rolling.
All right.
New house.
Okay.
And that's it. That's really it. I've been boring. Just I went to Dallas, for that the RAF wrestling thing.
Yeah.
And I actually applied to wrestle a match on the show. So
okay. So
waiting to hear back. That. We'll see if if I come out of retirement. Except they're paying these guys like lots of money.
What if they just open up? They're like, Cory Savell. I feel like I've heard that name. They're like,
I'll take whoever they got. Brock Lesnar, Mike Tyson, Conor McGregor. They're starting this new reality TV show where they're trying to find people who obviously like aren't on the senior circuit still, and smaller names, and they're trying to basically make a reality TV show out of it.
Uh-oh.
My fire chief is calling me.
Uh-oh. Do you need to take that?
Yeah, I guess so.
We can do this. Watch. On this new board, we just put awesome. Oh, my God. That is so funny. I know we're going to come back and it's going to be a crazy, cut, but my God, that's so funny. One day we'll talk about it.
My blood pressure is rising. That freaking phone call.
We'll totally talk about that. In 6 months, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But that is so funny. I cannot believe you were telling the truth. That is so
I told
funny.
you, man. It was a whole ordeal over just nonsense, and it's just.
Hey, maybe we can open up a tier for $1,000, and then you can just
unload.
Oh man, that's so funny. I don't even know what we were talking about, but that's actually super funny.
Hey, what's new with you?
Let's see. I'm older. I feel more older now. I like being old, which is cool. Been traveling a lot on the road for all year. So being here, being there is really weighing, but I think
I just realized I can't hear either of us through my headphones.
Oh, I turned it all the way down. I didn't know if that was making.
Oh, we're back. No, we're back.
Yeah. I was trying to be nice. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
That was Verizon, right?
Yeah, but then that guy went to Subway and then he got arrested for.
That wasn't him.
Yeah, that was him. Jared,
No.
can you hear me now?
That wasn't him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought he was a phone guy too.
Oh, you just put that on his jacket. He didn't even do nothing. He was just a Verizon guy. And now you got him tagged with Subway.
Yeah.
He's just living his life, and one day he's just gonna wake up and he's like, wait.
He's gonna get us for defamation of character now.
I'm not Jared.
I thought they were the same guy.
No. Dude, he was like an actor. Like he was like a side actor.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's see. So travel a lot for work. Absolutely hate hotels. Completely over that. Outside of that, not much. Just been changing my life a lot, you know. I've been reading a lot. Like I wanted to read like one book this year, and I'm on book 6. So I'm like, you know, I don't know if that's like part of getting old, where you're just like, I want to open and expand my brain. Like, outside of that, really pretty much the same. Just getting into like my old man bag. So like I'm getting into like weather and like getting cologne now. So I'm just like, oh, cologne. Upgrading my fashion a little bit, trying to expand from my emo past a little bit, slowly but surely. Like we've moved to gray.
From all black to black and gray?
Yeah.
Maybe a white pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're trying to expand a little bit, trying to broaden the horizon. Outside of that, really not much either. Just kind of been chilling, being an internet addict as always. So there's that. So I did want to run down some of the lists because I was actually really curious because, like I said, I really, in my honest God like opinion, I really thought it had been 6 months when we last recorded.
It's been, I didn't realize it had been so long.
I did not realize it was a year.
That list of topics that I had was a year and 5 months old.
So here's something fun that I wanted to do, right? So I was okay, so from the last time we shot and the last episode that we uploaded was January 29th, 2025. Okay.
Yeah, this podcast topic list is from January 18th of 25.
Oh, we did forget to ask. Caylon, what have you been up to?
Hey, where's the cricket button at? There we go. R.I.P. Caylon. He's in a better place.
He is in a better place.
Yeah.
You know, one day we will definitely meet up with him again and bro down. And, you know, whether it's on this plane or a different plane or on a plane, you know, who knows?
Yeah, he's a much busier person than we are.
Yeah, his life is different.
Yeah, extremely. I think he had the biggest change.
Yeah, there's a reason why he isn't here.
Yeah.
But definitely in the future, if we can make a lot of money and we can bring him back from the trains.
Yeah.
Still with the trains, so there's that. But we can
live by the train, die by the train.
True.
You know?
That's I can't make that joke here, but that's the autistic code 101. Live by the train, die by the train. But no, we love Caylon. One day we will have him back for sure, even if it's like as a guest or whatever.
Yeah.
He will definitely be back. But shout out Caylon. So, fun facts that seem so distant, and I was reading this and I was like, I can't believe it, right? So, the LA wildfires happened directly after we stopped filming.
That means it's our fault.
True. Ukraine war, they wrote this wrong. Russia intensified the war, right? Directly after we stopped.
Yeah.
India, Pakistan, they went to war. Gen Z protests happened all over the world, right?
We might need to change the name of the podcast to the War Dogs.
Or the Peacekeepers. Keep y'all in check. Let's see. Australia's, I don't like the way that they read it. Okay. On the unfiltered one, I'm going to read it straight. Australia's under 16 social media ban took effect December 10th. Bondi beach shooting December 14th killed 15.
Oh.
It's 5 days.
It's a very depressing year.
Right? Oh, so far. The Epstein files came out.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Let's see. some of the stuff I didn't even know even happened. Let's see. Chainsaw Man, that came out. Awesome. One Punch Man Season 3 finally aired. JJK Season 3 finally got confirmed and is actually starting to release now, so that's awesome. Free Run Season 2 arriving, or has actually arrived.
Yeah, I think they announced Season 3.
Yeah.
Wow, what a year.
Crazy. I was going through this.
All the shows have aired and ended by now. That's crazy.
Seriously. Let's see. Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War Season 2. Well, actually, the movie comes out. The end movie. So that's out. One that caught me completely.
I think it's next month.
Actually, it's like this week.
Is it?
It's in the theaters next week. But
I thought it came out in July.
It could be. If you go to Fandango, it'll tell you. Cyberpunk Edge Runners
Season 2.
I was like, whoa. I didn't like the fact that
it is. It comes out June 25th.
Don't ask me how I know that. I kind of looked that up like 2 weeks ago. I was like,
the movie's going to be called The Calamity.
Yes. So
and it's the first 3 episodes of the final arc.
Yeah. So
they're animes are real big on that now.
Yeah.
It's
money.
Demon Slayer did it. Chainsaw Man did it. JJK released a movie, which is just a collab of the first half of. It's literally just a hidden inventory premature death arc wrapped up into a movie with a few extra scenes. That came into the theaters. And I think when they released Season 3, when they first came out with the Colon games, I think the first 3 episodes came to theater.
I'll tell you the weirdest one. Damn. There was a movie that just came out. It was the time that I got reincarnated
as a slime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So fun fact, right? So I don't know if I told you this. So one of my favorite movies of all time is The Devil Wears Prada. Okay, fantastic movie.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have.
So there's a story behind this.
I would have never guessed that.
It's a great movie.
I would have thought you would have said like
Anne Hathaway. She's like my dream woman. So like
I don't know.
It's fine.
Sinister or The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Which one you want?
Good Will Hunting.
So Devil Wears Prada 2 came out this year. Mm-hmm. Also fantastic, fabulous movie. But anyways, so there was all this hype that I didn't know about. Mm-hmm. And it was over this popcorn bucket. And it was a red purse that was for The Devil Wears Prada. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, this is not a real purse. This is a plastic popcorn bucket. Okay. So my mom is absolutely obsessed with not the movie. She could care less about the movie. Mm-hmm. Like, she kicked the movie to the side. She just wanted this red bucket. Yeah. Right? There was nothing special about it. It looked like a little Prada bag that was plastic.
That just held popcorn.
Right? Even the handles you can't move them. Yeah. So it's just like useless. So my mom has traveled between 3 states trying to get this purse. Mm-hmm. Okay. And nobody would sell it. So over at the Tinseltown, sorry to get local, over at the Tinseltown that's right there, right? My mom was going like once a week saying, hey, when did those come out?
Yeah.
I want that. So the lady finally told her, if you come back at right when we open, we're going to put them out and we're going to sell them. But there's a limited amount because we're just a small market. So if you want one, you gotta be here, right?
Yeah.
Bruh, tell me why I tagged along to be a good Samaritan, right? Bro, I was waiting for 2 hours in the parking lot with my mom waiting for this purse.
Good Lord.
That's not where the story gets crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So we get there early because I thought that they had opened at 9, right? And I swear I'm gonna tie all this in. So we're waiting and all that stuff. And as we're waiting for it, right? So 9 o'clock happens and there's someone that comes out and sweeps. And my mom's like, I got to go talk to him. Like, why Just don't go bother him. So she runs out. She's like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah." So all I see is her talking to this lady. In my head, I'm thinking like, that poor lady, she doesn't deserve this.
Yeah.
She's just trying to sweep a parking lot, man. So anyway, so my mom gets back and she's like, they don't open till 10 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, we got to wait another hour for this shit. Okay. So we're waiting and all that. 9:50, 15 cars just pull right up into this parking lot, bro. Like straight up. And I'm like, is this normal? Like they just pulled up. I thought like a raid was about to happen because they just all piled in. So it's like 15, 20 cars, whatever. So I'm just sitting there and like all of a sudden my mom's like, and it was like in sync. She's like, I have to leave. I'm like, okay, well, good luck. I hope you get the purse, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So she gets out of it. At the same exact time, every single person got out of their car. It was like in sync. It was the scariest thing. I was like, bro, this is some hive mind shit.
Yeah.
So they all get out, right? And of course, it's all older white ladies. So, and they were booking it, dude. They were just,
so you knew what they were there for.
yeah, it was just like first come, first serve. So I was just watching all these people like, what the hell? Like, I didn't know it was this big of a deal.
Yeah.
Right? So long story short, my mom got the purse. Yay. She was the last one. She literally was the last one to get it. They only had 5. So she was the last one. So all these other people, they got it. They didn't get it. They didn't get anything. They got turned away. I got the Mortal Kombat one because I was like, okay, well, I need a memento for being here. I woke up 8 o'clock. I'm getting it. I'm getting my popcorn. I don't even like popcorn, but I want my popcorn because I got this Johnny Cage thing and all that. So where I was going with this whole story, right? At the same time of all these cars parked coming up, there's also a school bus that shows up, right? And I'm looking at the movie times because that was the only way I could tell what time the theater opened. So I'm looking and the school bus of all these kids come out. And I'm like, no way. All these kids are going to go see the time I got carnated or the time I got reincarnated into slime. Yeah. Literally. And of course, the way that I knew that was I could just look at some of the kids and like, oh yeah, they're totally going to go see that movie. So that's why I was like, wait, I didn't realize that we were in the market to even get anime movies. So that's when I went through and that's how I knew that Bleach was coming.
Dude, they'll come out for like a week. Like I think the Demon Slayer movie was in town for maybe 2 weeks because me and Caylon tried to go and every single time we went, he'd get called into work. And at one point we were walking up to buy tickets to see the Demon Slayer movie and his phone went off and he was like, I have to go to work. And I was like,
you know, that really shows like how much y'all respect me because you didn't even call me to see if I wanted to go. You guys just knew that I hated it.
You wouldn't have gone. You wouldn't have gone.
I would have been like, oh, bro, let me run down my list of excuses. I'm sick. I have work.
Yeah. Foot fell off.
My brother got hit by a bus.
Yeah. I got hit by a bus.
A plane just fell on my house. Let me just run. A tornado just landed on my house. Just let me run down this list. But no, I mean, I think part of it is that I think that the market is so big for anime is that they know that and that they're just like, let's just maximize it, right? And I think it's also a sign of how popular anime has gotten over the last maybe decade. Yeah.
Definitely the last 5 or 10 years.
Because I remember back in like 2016, it would be like, we'll show Attack on Titan or something in the theaters, but it's only coming to like Dallas, New York, LA.
The bigger places.
But now it's just like, we can literally have it right at Tinseltown. It's right there. So it's like, I think that's a testament to kind of how big anime has gotten.
I remember as a kid, like, I remember... Oh man, I was in middle school and I had a Naruto Ninja Leaf headband. And I didn't dare wear it out in public. I didn't bring it to school. It just sat on my bookshelf. And now, you got kids wearing, you know, all kind of anime stuff to school and out in public. And you got these baseball teams and, you know, JJK has that collab with baseball teams, airlines. Yeah. I mean, all kind of stuff. I think the White House did a JJK inspired video, which is wild.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to see how far it's come.
I actually just unlocked a core memory that I think I blocked out of my head. So Pokemon is an anime, right?
I'd consider it one.
Okay.
I mean, it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's almost like it's been around for so long. I don't know if it's a cartoon or anime.
Yeah.
But let's just call it anime, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. You can't judge me after I say this. Okay. I'm going to sound like a psycho, but I'm going to do this for the content.
Do it for the plot.
Okay. So when I was young, right, like maybe 8 years old, 10 years old, right? That's when the Pokemon movie came out, like the first one, right?
Where they get stuck on like the place like, or whatever, and they got to fight Mewtwo.
And it was the one with they had to fight Zapdos, Articuno.
Oh, and Moltres?
Yeah. And they were all going at it and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it was a 2001 movie.
Yeah, okay. I think that's what it was called too. It's Pokemon 2001.
Okay.
Because wasn't Lugia in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so, by timeline, I was either 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 6, 7. 6, 7. Okay, so... Okay, so what my mom used to do, instead of being the tooth fairy, right? She did it for like a couple years and then gave up. She's like, I don't give a fuck. So she would say, the tooth fairy left a gift for you, but what do you want that gift to be? And so I would say, I want the Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
Right? So one of my teeth had fallen out, and then all of a sudden we went to, we don't have it here, but there's a store called Fry's, right? Fry's is like Kroger's or whatever. It's the same brand. Okay. So in my brain, I thought, okay, so in order for me to get this movie, I have to lose another tooth. So what happened was I started pulling out my own teeth so I could get the Pokemon movie. And it worked because I kept getting the movie.
Yeah.
So I lost about 4 teeth because I pulled them out so I could get a Pokemon.
I don't know anyone with that level of dedication, to be honest.
Oh my God. So I was about it. Like, I don't know why I blacked that out in my brain, but the
human brain usually is pretty good at compartmentalizing like trauma. That's probably what that was. Self-inflicted trauma. Let me hide this.
So, yeah, it's just funny, like looking, like I said, how far anime and everything has come and all that, to kind of get to where we're at. So, but kind of one of the topics we got on the board is that the Bleach movie is dropping soon. So, are you hyped about it? I'm
excited.
Like,
I'm ready to see. I watched the trailer for it.
0 to 10, like.
I'll probably give it a 10. I love Bleach. Staple of the childhood. Old big 3. Still kicking it in modern times. Top tier animation. I'm just ready to watch. These last couple fights. I don't want to spoil anything.
No.
For anybody.
If you don't know where it's at, that sucks aside. Yeah. But so I've always been a Bleach guy. Like always, even whenever I was younger. I thought Bleach was just like the best story. It was the best show. I love the way that the power hierarchy worked. I love the way that like just the energy and all that. To me, it was just the best. I love the captain system. I just like the characters. I love everything about it. I just thought was like, this was it, right? And I think it's really cool that, and also to give a shout out to One Piece, because I think One Piece also really upped the game of level of production. And I think that since Bleach got acquired by Disney, they kind of saw that, and that was like who they wanted to go against. And I think that was part of why the animation, the quality just skyrocketed. Like it just went to another level.
Yeah.
Because I watched all of Bleach. Like I binged Bleach. Every episode, everything, whenever I was like 20. So watching all that and watching every single episode and kind of what I'm doing even now, like rewatching all the shows, all that stuff. And that level of quality is just, it's insane.
Yeah.
So like what I was trying to say in a roundabout way is I think that I'm really glad that Bleach is finally getting the well-deserved credit of why it's in the big three. But I think more than anything, it just solidifies it. Like,
yeah, honestly.
I think that's where you really do have that conversation between Bleach, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and Naruto, right? And
I don't know if I'd put Dragon Ball Z anywhere near those.
But see, that's where I'm really glad because now it's like you have 4. So what is really the big 3, And I think that's where it gets really interesting. And I think with the more shows that are coming out and the more stories that are coming out, I think that level of quality is really going to start challenging, like, who's the best. It doesn't matter how many episodes it is. It's like, who's really the best, right? So I think that's kind of the cool part about, like, this movie dropping and, like, all the cool things about people really tapping into it. And, like, in my heart, I'm like, okay, now y'all are seeing the light. You guys get it. So it's cool. I'm really excited. I'm probably going to go see it, like, 10,000 times, right?
Maybe they'll come out with the popcorn bucket.
Probably. If not, I'm going to Japan and stealing one.
It'll be the full Hollow Ichigo, like when he fights Yukiura.
It'll be and also one thing that I'm learning with my age is that I can't remember names. So like in my memory, like literally I can remember every single line and I can remember every single thing people say. But when there's a name, it's literally like blurred out. It's just like, and his name is
I don't know, man. I've gotten over the years. I've gotten good at remembering characters' names.
I can tell you, but it'll be the little teddy bear.
Yeah, Gone. Yeah,
it'll be the little that.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
So, but like I said, I'm really.
Or maybe it'll be Nell, the green-haired.
That's a good.
Hollow.
Maybe, or it might be the what is it? The giant hollow that comes out of the sky.
Oh,
it's got a Mexican.
Oh man, Grand Fisher was one of the ones that had its own name, the Gigas Mentos or something like that. I think. Yeah.
It might be one of those, but like I said, I'm very, very excited. I want to go. I'm gonna go see it. I'm very excited. The other thing I'm really, really interested by is, again, sorry to localize this again. This actually is taking place in like the biggest theater inside of the theater. Like it's not IMAX. We don't have IMAX here, but we have like the XD whatever thing, which is like the big giant screen and like the big theater.
Yeah, the Minos Grande.
Minos Grande. I knew it was something Spanish. I was just like, I don't know which word it is. But they're showing it in the biggest theater. So to me, I'm like, wow, that's kind of awesome. So, but kind of switching topics, but same thing, right? So I was thinking about it and I was like, I feel like this would be really cool to go see with Cory. But then in my head, I'm like, okay, is it sus to go to the movies with your friend, right?
So me and Caylon have seen a few anime movies together. I think we saw 2 of the My Hero movies together. And it worked out because we both watch subbed anime. I can't watch it dubbed. It's got to be Japanese voice actors.
Right.
But I mean,
right.
When you get that kind of crowd in there, I don't think any you know what I mean? Those guys, like especially when like me and Caylon walked in, I don't think they looked at us and were like, these guys. These guys were sitting down there like, collecting, Pokemon cards and stuff.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I was like, bro, if I go to the movies with Cory, right, is it just us? Like, is it like, right? And then if you bring Colton, is that like a whole different dynamic where people are like, whoa. Whoa, that's a family right there.
Yeah.
But I was like, I was thinking about it because like that's the part about traveling that I've realized that's really unique is like when you're single, right? Like you can just go anywhere. And like now that I've realized as I've gotten older, I'm now the lonely person that sits at a table by themselves looking like a loser, right?
I mean sometimes you got to enjoy the me time.
Yeah, except it's like every day.
Yeah.
So bachelor life. But I was like, it's really funny to look at like just people in general and like people watch, and I'm like, you can't really tell who's dating. You can't really.
No, not nowadays.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like really interesting. So it's just like every time I see two people, I'm just like, are they friends? What is this? What's happening here? So, but like I said, I just wanted to pose the question, right?
I mean,
like, how do you make it less sus? Like,
it'd be more sus if we just like rented the movie and like sat down on the couch together and like put it on. I feel like the movie theater, it's, you know, it's public, you know, so it's less sus.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah, you thought about it. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me. But yeah, I think, like I said, I'm really excited about the movie. I'm really excited about everything that's happened. For me, the most exciting thing of, you know, kind of like last year into this year, with JJK officially over, you know, they had the Modulu series or whatever, but like the actual JJK series ending is probably one of the coolest, most badass, like, villain of not of all time, but like that fight with Sukuna. I don't know if that'll ever get topped. That the way that they wrote that.
I know when they animate the fight, it's going to break the internet.
It's literally
JJK has done numbers.
See, because I got like in it. Like, I mean, I was reading the leaks, I was reading the releases, all the way from the Colon arc all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Like, it is just like insane. So seeing how the story ended, I know that there was a lot of controversy on how it ended, but, you know, I think it's one of those things that it kind of, I think the moment I really realized the way that kind of like entertainment works is like, I don't know if you remember, but the way that Attack on Titan ended was it had to be changed because it was making so much money. So they had to go back to the actual creator, and they're like, it can't end.
Yeah,
sorry.
we have to milk this as much as we can.
Yeah.
So let's have the final season have 15 parts, and then the final part of the final season will be broken down into 6 parts as well.
Yeah. So it's like, I think that was kind of the reason why they left the ending the way they did. But to me, I was like, I mean, with how dark the show got in that time span, I was like, I was kind of happy it had like a better ending.
Yeah.
Like, it was more happy. But the Modulu series is very, very, have you read it at all? Or, okay, it is extremely different. Like, it's hard to believe that that is the same JJK universe. So I think that because they're going to animate it. They already had the trailer and everything. I think it's really cool of how they're. I could tell what, because the author is Gege, right?
I think so.
I can't remember names, so you're gonna have to be the name guy.
Because Bleach is Type Kubo.
Yeah.
And then, that's all I can remember right now.
Okay. Well, sorry to disrespect. I really don't mean it. I just can't remember names. I'm sorry. I've worked really, really hard, and it's not helping. Yeah, let's look it up so I don't sound like a complete idiot. But, because the Modulu, I could tell what they were trying to do with it, but it was just very weird. Like,
yeah, Gigu Akatama.
Okay, see, I knew it was Gege or something. So, see, I'm not so bad at names, but don't ever ask me to remember any other names. And Kashimoto, that's Naruto.
Yeah.
Okay, see,
And Bleach is Type Kubo.
I'm doing it. So Modulu, I could tell what the goal was. I just don't know if it just hit the right way.
Yeah.
The story, I won't tell the whole thing, but it's about basically humans and aliens having to work side by side with each other.
It really threw me off when they announced that it was going to have aliens, like they were aliens.
Yeah. So I think the concept, because the characters that come out in the show, I mean, they're awesome. I'm not going to lie. They're so cool. However, it's still just a story of, again, I could tell it was about like all the things going on around the world. It was very obvious.
Yeah.
Like, towards the end of it, you're just like, you might as well just put like the real countries involved in this. But I think, again, it was really cool. The only thing I hated, they completely, Gege teased so hard. They were about to have another God tier level God fight. And they just like,
let it go.
Nope. We're going to hold that back. So I don't know if there's going to be another chapter or season that comes behind. He says it's over. Like he says it's done.
I'd rather it end. You know, when you milk a show out long enough, it ruins it.
Well, no.
Like One Piece.
No. That ended. They're now going to do a prelogue. So they're going ahead of time in JJK universe. So it's like we've gone present, future, and now we're going to the past. So that's where, again, it's just like, I get it.
After that, it's got to be done.
It's weird. Again, I love the universe, but you know, I guess another good question is that are you one of those people that you would rather have fantastic 15 episodes and it literally never get touched ever again? Or do you want a continuous season of it just because you love XYZ so much?
So I feel like I'm on the fence because like Naruto and Naruto Shippuden collectively was, I don't know, 700-800 episodes. And I loved it. We take some filler episodes out. Bleach is what, 300-something episodes?
360. Well, it was 360.
Yeah, until 1,000 Year Blood War came out. And so, like, you got shows like that. One Piece is way too long. I stopped watching it. I'll never pick it back up.
Yeah.
It's way too long. I mean, they're on what episode? Like 1,300 by now?
It's like 11, but like, who's counting?
Yeah, it's the same thing. So, I mean, then you got shows like Full Metal Alchemist, which is 64 episodes, and Brotherhood, not the original Full Metal Alchemist. Brotherhood was fantastic, perfect pacing, just enough to where it was just boom. And then you have shows like Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which is 10 episodes of just perfection. It ended, it's done, it had a great ending. I won't say it was great. It was, you know, heart-wrenching, but it ended and it was done. And it left and it had this big legacy. It did numbers, you know, it was fantastic. Won Anime of the Year, you know, yada, yada. So, I mean, I don't know. And and then there's other shows like Fairy Tail, you know, that are still going.
Which is coming back.
Yeah.
Just now it's coming back.
Yeah. So. And, you know, after so many years, they got another arc. So now we got this new season of Fairy Tail, and I still got to finish it. So, but I don't know. Then you have Attack on Titan. Really sucked the life out of it.
I hated it anyways.
Yeah, and I mean, so it's like.
But what would you say? Like, if you were like, I would rather.
I think I'd rather be right in the middle. Like, not too long, but not too short. Edge Runners is, I mean, one of the few shows that had, just a couple episodes. It was perfect.
It was only what, 10?
Yeah, 10 episodes.
It was either 10 or 15. I can't.
Edge Runners was 10 episodes because after episode 5, they do the time skip where David's, you know, much more augmented now, and him and Lucy live together. I think Brotherhood had the perfect amount of episodes. As long as they do the story right, because obviously shows like Bleach, Naruto, you can't put that in 60 episodes. They had way too much stuff happen. But I mean, shows nowadays like Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, that was a good show. Yeah,
the pacing's been good. They have one season, it's done. JJK has got one more season and it's done. Demon Slayer over. My Hero over.
I'm really shocked.
Black Clover never going to come back and finish.
There's one name you forgot that I think is actually the most perfect. Like, I don't think that they messed a single beat up. Fire Force.
Oh, yeah.
I think Fire Force might be the perfect amount of the number of episodes in one season was just enough to where it was like
I'm still upset that it's over. But I loved Fire Force and I loved Soul Eater. Yeah. Loved Soul Eater. I mean, oh man. But I mean, watching the last episode of Fire Force, I was like,
yeah, it felt,
then seeing Soul Eater tie into it, and you see all these characters and like the new animation as kids, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I think that is why I didn't feel so. I was sad that it ended, but it was like almost like it's not over yet. Mm-hmm. It's still going. And I think to me that was like the big like almost reason, because I think the other thing that I'm realizing is that also this show is going to be my therapy session forever and ever now. But I think the other thing that I'm realizing as I get older is that I hate finishing things because I hate things being over.
Yep.
So like there's like at least 40 to 50 games I have not finished because I'm like, I do not want it to end. Like I just don't want this journey to end. And I think that was kind of like with Soul Eater, it was like almost that it's over. Like this story, this beautiful story, these characters, it's over. However, they still are existing in Soul Eater. Yeah. So it's almost like it's not over, but it is. I don't know. That was the only way I was able to cope with it. I'm just like,
I just hope they bring Soul Eater back and they do it justice this time. But I'd also like to see what happened to the Fire Force characters, you know?
Do you think that the landscape for anime has changed so much that they kind of can realize, and also the other thing that I've missed, but I kind of get now, with the amount of animators that have grown up and now they're in animation and all that, even directors and all that stuff. Do you think that with the success that we have with like JJK, My Hero Academia, you know, stories like that they kind of realize like, man, we really messed this one up, you know, and that we can redo this story with better animation, but more importantly, we're able to like be better efficiently with like continuing the story off.
Yeah, I think they do a lot better job nowadays, pace wise. Because I mean, when Soul Eater ended, the manga went on for years, just like with Bleach. Yeah. You know, they left when the anime of Bleach ended. You know, obviously the manga went on for, I think it was like 10 or 12 years. It was a long time.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then, you know, Soul Eater went on for a while. I'm not sure when it actually ended, but I mean, they just cut the show off. We're done. That was it.
But I remembered a lot of shows that were like that, where it was just like, oh, just kind of, it wasn't like an abrupt ending, but it was just kind of like, it's, where it's over.
And then you've got shows that, you know, had one fantastic season and then the animation studios went bankrupt. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Gangsta. Phenomenal.
I think I've heard of it, but never watched it.
Phenomenal. One season. I finished the first season. I mean, left off on a cliffhanger. Great characters. I mean, just the Japanese actors. One of the main characters, Nicholas. His voice actor is Overhaul. It's gosh, I can't think of his name. Nanami from JJK. Overhaul. He's Joker from Fire Force.
He was the one that passed away, right?
No, he's still alive. Kinjiro Suhuda. He's like one of the most.
Oh, I'm thinking of. Okay, sorry. Great.
Yeah, and so I mean, he had a character on there, and the show was, I mean, amazing. But the studio went bankrupt. Dead Man Wonderland was supposed to be the next big thing, and
I have a shirt of that.
Yeah, that's not weird.
I mean,
that shit was.
I got it for free, so it's also one of my favorite shirts. I only wore it once, but it was too small, so I just have it as like an art piece now. So when I look at it, I'm like, oh, look how cool
you know that show was supposed to be the next big thing, and then they just
I mean, it was I think I don't know, because some of my favorite shows were only like 15 episodes. So like Noragami, I mean, that was very short. They didn't get a season 2. They didn't get nothing.
I think as long as they do the pacing and the story right, I mean, because Edge Runners did it perfectly in 10 episodes.
Well, another one is Erased.
Yeah.
Erased was super short, but that story was so good. Like, it was just like straight to the point. nothing.
Yeah.
No, it really actually felt like a movie, but like episodic, just in that form. But like I said, I'm really kind of excited with how, I don't know, anime has gotten to this point where it's super just mainstream, but it's like way more cool than it. I don't know. I guess it's just less stigmatized. Maybe
I don't think we'll see a lot more super long animes like Bleach and Naruto nowadays, because I think animation's so expensive.
True.
I think One Piece is really the only exception. And I think it's just because it's just been going for so... I mean, you look at for the first episode that ever came out and the episode that's out now, it's totally different,
Well, other Dragon Ball Z is still going too.
God, I don't know.
So I don't
acknowledge Dragon Ball in my mind. So I don't even know what that is.
Well, I just have to throw it out there, but I think those two might be the last long ones.
Yeah.
Because it just depends on how you view it, but Naruto,
there's no way Bleach.
Naruto, Boruto is still...
Yeah, Boruto's horrible. I don't know how it's... I don't know. I at this point, I wish they would have left off on when Shippuden ended. I think the ending of Shippuden was perfect. I think the show ended on a great note. It was long. It took up most of our childhoods, and it got a lot of people into new anime.
I'll say it like this. I think Boruto had the chance to really be a great story, but because I said it earlier and I can't remember the author Kishimoto walking away and giving it to his right hand man.
Yeah, I don't know.
And basically him taking it and throwing it off of a bridge.
Yeah, because Boruto's all over the place.
I think because a lot of people like it now. Like there's someone that I know that really, really loves Boruto. They struggled loving it in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say is you've got to get real far into it. But it's still all over the place.
But for me, it was like damage was already done.
Yeah, I can't get into it. I tried. I gave it multiple chances. I mean, like and I get wanting to add like new stuff and new characters, but now all of a sudden you've got these, what was her name? The big bad guy at the end of Shippuden. Kagaku, was that her name? I think so.
Yeah, I know.
And the Sage of the Six Paths and stuff.
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah. Well, now they've got this whole...
she was a lady with the renegade.
Otsutsuki was her last name. Now there's this whole secret Otsutsuki clan that's been there this whole time in their own dimension, and now there's new ocular jutsu and this and that, and I'm like, why? I mean, Naruto's ability system was perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything wrong with it. They had just enough to where, it was different.
It almost is like that was like where JJK Modulo came into the picture, because it was just like, how do we outdo Sukuna? Like that's hard to say. Like this is the god of the sorcerers and all that. It's like, how? Because
Madara was a fantastic villain.
That was perfect.
Obito. I mean, you have this guy who's been there from the start. And you just didn't realize it from Kakashi's childhood, and then all this time goes by, and it turns out he's the big bad guy. I think that was a good plot twist. Madara coming back was. I mean, he just like when he took on the 5 ninja army, and it started raining, and he's like, "These fools make me perspire," and he's like, "Of course not,"
I just think that was kind of almost, I guess, in authors' minds, like that's the only way is like we have to go outside of normal world.
Yeah.
Now we're going to like space and all that.
Yeah,
or I don't time, reality.
I think there's a thin line.
I agree.
That you've got to ride when you do stuff like that.
I think Modulo did it right. I think a lot of people are going to be turned off when they hear aliens and stuff.
Yeah, because at first I was thrown off.
But it's like when you realize that they're not like typical aliens, they're just like a different being, it makes more sense. But it's just the word alien that everyone starts to think of, like alien. And then you see them and you're like, oh, wait, I get it now.
Yeah.
Like, I get where you're going. So I think they did it right. Even Dan to Dan, even though it's completely fallen off a cliff. And I really thought
I gave up on that show too.
I thought that was going to be the one. Everything about it was super
that, and
awesome.
they had a great opening.
Bro, that opening is like God tier.
Yeah, I mean, so like those guys made that song and have skyrocketed.
Bro.
I mean, skyrocketed in fame because of that. But the show just, I don't know.
I thought it was great. I thought everything was great until, I guess, because the manga has literally nosedive. Like, it's so bad that they didn't greenlight season 2 because of how bad it has gone. So they're having to they have to retcon like half of the show in order to fix it to get it greenlit for another season.
Yeah.
But I thought the first season of that show was phenomenal. I thought everything was great. It's just, again, I don't know if it just went on too long and it was just, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I think a condensed show isn't bad, but it also has to be the ending. The ending of it has to be like good. If the ending isn't good, it's just
it ruins the whole thing.
Why are we here? Like, so
I don't know if you ever watched Hell's Paradise.
I couldn't get into it.
I loved it.
I know that the story was good. And
it is fantastic.
It's just too sad.
Season 2.
It's too dark and too sad.
I guess I can see that.
I'm already a depressed person. I don't want any.
It is very dark and very
more depressing.
The ending of season 2 was kind of just like, why would we end it like that? Like I get when I leave it on like cliffhangers and stuff, but the show just ends and you're like, oh, that can't be the ending. Like, what in the world? So I don't know.
Like, I know the animation's really good. Like that. That has nothing to do with it. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm also really not wanting to watch sad things or like things that will make me sad because I'm just like
Death Parade.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That was a great show.
Yeah, fantastic.
But I was
especially for a show that doesn't have any fighting, other than like the one, that one fight scene.
Great. However, super sad, and I hated life after it.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep for a week.
It's a weird one that just kind of clicked in my head that with all the money making behind everything. How come there's never been another version of Death Note?
I don't know. Maybe the movie ruined it.
But it just has such a cult following. Why is there
It does.
Why has
a massive cult following.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're thinking money, right? Why would you not? I know that there's a light novel and all that stuff and yada, yada, yada. But I'm talking about like...
it's like Code Geass. They ended up... I think Code Geass got a whole nother show.
Bro, it's like Evangelion has a new movie like every 4 or 5 years, but it's the same movie but tweaked.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
The story tweaks every time. So in my head, I'm thinking, why not make a Death Note 2 or some spinoff?
Yeah.
Or that's another one to me that I'm just like, that's a lot of money on the table that you're just... Because what director would not want to touch that? Like,
I don't know.
Or author. Or,
that Netflix movie they made was...
Yeah, I mean, it was god-awful, but I mean...
Yeah, I don't think anime should get live actions. Let's just leave them animated.
You know what was really good? What's the name of it? It's the guy with the gun. It's like one of the most famous ones.
Cowboy Bebop?
No. He wears...
Trigun?
No. He's the guy that wears like that green shirt or Chinese shirt. And it's like the spirit gun.
Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah. They did that. That looked really good.
I haven't.
That was really
Yu
good.
Yu Hakusho was fantastic. I mean, I loved that.
I told you I'm not good with names. I can tell you everything but the name.
You said gun, and I'm thinking like actual gun. Like
no, Cowboy Bebop. No. I know.
Cowboy Bebop's classic.
Did they do it?
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop got a TV show, and the guy that played Spike was the dude from Harold and Kumar. Yeah, it was not good. It's just I got like 2 or 3 episodes in, and I was like, no, I'm good.
No,
I have to pass. No, thank you. Yeah.
So, I think that's all I had on my anime notes, and that's what we have on the board. So, other than that, was there any other things in anime world you wanted to cover?
No, I mean, nothing that just sticks out.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good recap though for like the year and all that stuff in anime. So, so switching topics a little bit, definitely want to give a shout out to Oliver Tree.
Yeah,
definitely,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is insane. And I think that number one, like as a musician, artist person, like it's super, super sad to see someone young go out.
Yeah.
And
he was very, very successful.
Yeah, well,
in his genre, I don't know. I can't really put him in like a.
He was a creative.
Yeah, he was. I mean, because you had that first album or the album that he really got big off, and you had his songs were kind of.
They're different.
Yeah, like techno-y kind of.
They're what I would say like a creative.
Yeah, and then he released that album, Cowboys Don't Cry.
Yeah,
and it was like almost like a remix of like country songs.
Yeah,
but they weren't country. I mean, I was like, wow, this is fantastic. I love that album.
Yeah. And, I think also, again, like somebody who was in the music industry and all that, like, I think knowing that there was so much more to him that was being held back because his label didn't want to, push it or let him go because that may have been the end of his contract, right? Because that's kind of the trick play. It's like, you're at the end of your contract, right? But we're not going to let you out of your contract until you sign this new contract.
Yeah.
So we're just going to hold it hostage until we just feel like, whatever. Because the thing that they always do is like they'll switch up the wording. So they'll say that wasn't an album. It wasn't this minute.
Yeah.
So, I think that's a sad part of how going out on the way that he did is just really sad, but I think that it kind of reminds people again, like a name that you haven't heard in a while, and it's like,
yeah.
But definitely, I always hate saying rip. Also, I apologize. My dog is outside, and she can't come in because she's a literal crockhead and will freak out. So I apologize. I might have to use some like tech to block it out.
Yeah.
But she's literally a crackhead, like bad. So. I always hate saying rest in peace, but I hope the other side is just as cool and everything like that. And, and I also want to say this because I got asked a ton about it, but I think that like the whole like, conspiracy that the label killed him.
Yeah. I've been seeing that all over TikTok and I was keep
like,
scrolling.
Okay, no hate to Brazil at all. I love y'all. But if you think that the same country that also had 3 people throw a girl who was bungee jumping off of a bridge and forgetting to put a bungee jump cord on her.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
I don't think that's the label that is like, we're going to put a hit out on Oliver Tree.
Yeah.
Oliver Tree is like a nobody in like the tier of music. Like that's no disrespect. I promise it's not. But it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Like, people reach for anything nowadays. They just want something to talk about.
Yeah. So again,
get views.
Yeah.
Rage bait.
Yeah. Ooh, we got to talk about Rage Bait one day and like do a deep dive on that. But
all right.
But so rest in peace, Oliver Tree.
Yeah.
I hope the other side's fun. But another thing that I got into last night, it popped up on my screen, and this is a perfect transition. Okay. So on the topic of conspiracies, right? Right. And I don't want to get too deep into conspiracies and all that because I know how YouTube is and all that stuff. Okay?
Yeah.
But there was one that kind of popped up last night on my feed. So I was going through like all these Reddit stories and all that, and I hate Reddit. So I'm also going to get hated for that too. And that's cool. I hate Reddit. I don't like working on Reddit. I can't figure it out. I'm old. I don't like it. Okay. I've never liked it. So, however, there was a conspiracy that popped up that was called Dialog. Okay. So let me pull it up real quick. And also, I promise next time I'm going to be way more professional. I promise. We did this early in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, so I'm like, here. But like, my coffee's finally kicking in. So, sorry, I'm here now. Peter Thiel. You know who that is?
Nope.
Okay, Peter Thiel is a multi-billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's because he's way up here and I'm way down here.
Okay, he was the CEO and co-founder of PayPal.
Okay.
So he, just to read just a little bit, he co-founded PayPal in 1998 with Elon Musk, which should say a lot right there.
I didn't even know Elon Musk had a hand in PayPal.
Yeah, they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So, serving as a CEO and chairman until eBay acquired it in 2002, he became a multimillionaire from the sale and has since invested in co-founded companies. Now, he also is a huge part of Airbnb, SpaceX, and Lyft. But there's also another company that's called Palantir. Have you ever heard of that? Okay, Palantir is basically a security cyber company. Okay, it's based upon, in Lord of the Rings, the eye.
Yeah.
That's basically what it's based on. They're the all-seeing eye. Okay, now.
The Eye of Mordor.
Now, you may see where I'm going with this, or you may not. Okay. So, as of last night, there was a major news story that broke. Okay. And what came out was that Peter Thiel got hacked. Okay. Now, this is where it's going to get crazy. So, Dialog was a giant thing that he started, and it consisted of 222 members. And it's a secret organization of high, powerful people that, I said this wrong. I should have did it the other way. 2 weeks ago, he fled to Argentina.
Okay.
So he just hop, skip, jumped everything, out. The reason that's weird is that a lot of the people that ended up in this administration for the presidency, he was an advocate for. So he was the one that was kind of pushing and all that.
Yeah.
We publicly saw Elon Musk do it, but he was the guy that was behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I want this person here. His biggest one was JD Vance.
Really?
Right. So it was kind of weird that all of a sudden he's fleeing to Argentina. That's weird.
Yeah.
Right. So and shout out to this post because I couldn't get it because it was paywalled, but whatever. So behind closed doors, power brokers across world and politics, tech, and media have convened at an annual In the Know retreat hosted by Peter Thiel to rub elbows and examine hot button issues. Dialog, the only invite-only society that bills itself as a forum for leaders to discuss topics off the records, maintains a low public profile and has never been shared publicly of all of its members. For decades, little to nothing has been uncovered about the group.
Yeah.
That changed earlier this week when a Swiss independent researcher leaked information about the organization that was left open in the code of the society society's website. The material offered a glimpse into the inner working and makeup of the group comprised of political and business titans whose decisions set the agenda on global events. The researcher, I'm going to butcher this name. I apologize. Maya Arsen Krimu gave The Hollywood Reporter the materials, which included a membership directory. Sorry, I'm also going to really work on reading this year. And information about this year's open coming forum. Some of the biggest names tied to this: Josh Brolin, Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
really,
Sophia Bush, Isaac Lee, Scott Belsky, Benji Pasek, Eva Price, Teresa Hasho, Zach Shields, Nick Thompson, and Ezra Klein. This retreat puts them in the same room as powerful figures across government, tech, and finance who's worked in intersects entertainment and media. They include Elon Musk, Jared Kushner, Senator Ted Cruz, Treasury Secretary Scott Bennett, YouTube CEO Neil Mohan, Xbox President Sarah Bond, OpenAI Greg Brockman, Anthropic Chief Michael Stiletto, Fortress Investment Group Principal Pete Brigger, and TLG Communications Molly Levinson. And I'll read this last paragraph and I'll finish. The leaked materials identified the full set of sessions topics in this year's conference scheduled for August. I wonder if it's still happening.
Probably not.
At a sprawling estate in Dublin, Ireland, with a heavy emphasis on geopolitics and tech. Several relates to divisive issues like bringing back nuclear, disinformation and deepfakes, battlefield technologies, Taiwan and the AI race, and 3 predictions in Iran. And some ominous billing, including build a cult and navigating World War III.
So essentially, they're like a secret Illuminati if the Illuminati had been a secret.
Dog, I was reading this and I was like, this sounds like the plot of a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going to have to do a deep dive into that later.
Like, what was it? Octopus. It was like one of the worst James Bond movies, and I love Daniel Craig. He's my favorite. But it was like Spectre, where he breaks in and it's just all these people at this table.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
But I was reading that and I was like, that's actually kind of insane.
Yeah.
Like,
that's wild. I haven't heard anything about that.
No, it just came out last night.
Yeah, I was
like,
in bed by like 10:30 last night.
So, yeah, so I was like, and that's why I wrote just Dialog, because that was the name of it. That's the name of this group is Dialog. So it's like, that's actually insane that like now we started with Jeffrey Epstein and all that stuff and all that whatever, right? And it's like now I feel like we've kind of evolved. Like now that was like an old school, like 90s, like, you know, looking at it and it's like all the 90s and whatever. And now we're in like 2026. Like this is a newer version.
The real Illuminati.
Yeah. Like that was cute.
They probably created the Illuminati as a guise.
Yeah, that was like their
the person who leaked it's
inspiration.
Definitely going to go missing.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah. Like
they'll, you know. Yeah.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
But
we're taking you off the board now. You know.
You've broken the story. You won.
Yeah.
However. So, but I find that crazy, right?
Yeah, having this big secret organization of powerful people, including Hollywood actors, you know?
Bro, like...
Joseph Gordon-Levitt would have never been on my bingo card.
See, I didn't think it was either.
Because I can't even tell you the last movie he was in.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he was the one that was like going, not crazy, but he was the one that was telling everybody about like all this stuff. Or is that somebody else? He kind of was in like the Dark Knight.
Yeah, that was him.
And then he just kind of like fell off
the
face
I think he had like 2 or 3 other movies, and then I really don't know what he's been doing.
Yeah, because he went like and started doing all this like public politics stuff and everything.
Yeah, I think that was because he got cast for the Snowden movie.
Oh.
Yeah, where he played Snowden. That's probably what started it.
Would you ever join something like that?
Man, probably. Do I get like a cool costume?
I mean, like,
do I get rich if they say, "Hey, and we're gonna give you a bunch of money"?
You're rich.
You're
with them.
Yeah,
so
I'm in it. I'm in it to win it.
Because then at that point, you just are like, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to make a deal.
Yeah.
Am I going to see you at the meeting? All right, cool.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. I feel like, you know what the other thing is really bad? And this is probably going to be really bad and taken out of context, but I don't care. I feel like a lot of people would want to be in that room, right? As long as they're not doing anything like crazy,
right? Like
Epstein level, whatever, right? I feel like a lot of people would still want to be in those types of rooms of like, whether it's like a power play or whatever, they want to be included.
I definitely think it would be interesting to hear their conversations, as long as it's not about crazy stuff.
Yeah. Like what would be like
if we start talking about like, all right, hold on. I'm looking at I don't want to get us canceled. as soon as we get back started.
Are we talking about Epstein level crazy?
Oh yeah, like if we're doing like human sacrifices and like trying to create a philosopher's stone. Well, I don't know. That might have me. But like that level of crazy. Like we're researching how to, take human souls and create things out of them. Like, eating offspring and stuff.
Yeah, like that. That's like a whole different. Like
they're in there trying to summon, Cthulhu.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, I changed my mind.
Whoa, this is not. That reminds me of the Wise Kids sketch when they're in this cult and they're walking this line. They're like, "Whoa, I did not sign up for that."
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like.
I mean, if they're just like plotting world domination, I mean, I'm probably still in it.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about this, and funny enough, this was kind of like off the cuff, but I was thinking about this yesterday about the World Cup because it's going on currently. Just to give you a time frame of when this is happening.
Yeah.
So the World Cup is going on.
Go Yankees.
So I was like, like looking at this World Cup and everything, like I really do feel like America is just like the face of like corporatism, which is basically everything is corporatized and everything like that. So I'm like hearing something like this is kind of on brand for like everything.
Yeah.
It's just like rich billionaires going to have a conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds pretty America to me. So
yeah, I mean, money equals power.
So I mean, again, I feel like
or does power equal money?
Is it more crazy that this is happening, or is it more crazy that it's just public?
I mean, really nowadays, nothing really surprises me. Like I'm like, it's gonna be an interesting read, but at the same time, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in most places, people just kind of accept the fact that the people who are in power aren't the people who are really in power.
Yeah.
And
I think that's kind of how it's like always been. Because I had this conversation with somebody, and kind of like the way that I think about things is like people are always saying like time is faster or whatever. And I'm always in my head like, is it that time is moving faster, or are you just more aware of time?
Yeah.
Like, and that's kind of how I feel about things like
I had that conversation with something similar with my sister when we talked about, as a kid, you don't remember the world having all these issues, but maybe it's just because we weren't aware, because we were kids. Yeah. And it's like now, we're growing up and stuff, and we're just like, wow, all this crazy stuff's happening. This didn't happen in the 90s, the early 2000s, and you're like, well,
Yeah, but you didn't have a phone, you didn't have an internet.
Social media, and
so
I think now we're just more hyper-aware. I don't think that the Earth has gotten knocked off its axis and it's spinning faster.
Yeah.
I think we're just...
Fun question.
Social media.
Who do you think didn't get into the group? See, I always think it's funny.
Kevin Hart.
Oh, you don't think Kevin Hart made
Definitely not.
Ooh.
I think that they were like, look, man, you're really not that funny. We can't let you. You can't sit at the big boy table. You're too short. You don't make enough. You're not funny enough. I'm going straight to Kevin Hart, and I'm also going with The Rock.
Okay.
Because from what I've heard, he's a crybaby. So, sorry, Rock. I know people are going to be like, oh my gosh, but he's so big and strong. Yeah, well, everyone gets suplexed the same.
Like, I always like to think about just like the losers who don't make it in. Like,
oh, yeah, I'm sure they're mad.
Like, you're just
That's what the Illuminati's for. Maybe the Illuminati's JV and Dialog is the varsity, you know? Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because in Marvel comics, the Illuminati's just a band of superheroes, you know, trying to fix the multiverse.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe, maybe Dialog's always been around.
Yeah.
And the Illuminati was just, if we really want to get conspiracy, maybe they created it to,
They need to take the heat off.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Nothing surprises me anymore.
We got spam. Ooh, Dialog is listening.
Yeah, they might actually be. I've been getting spam calls left and right.
Dog. Did our stock just go up?
That or it's because they're about to take us off the board.
Whatever they call you, right? It's just like, hey, we want you in this group, and you're like, are you sure you're calling me? And they're like, yeah, you applied to be a server, right? No. I'm not a server. And click.
It's too late. We're outside your door. There's a black Tahoe across the street.
You see a red dot.
Yeah. Easy way or hard way.
We need a busboy.
Yeah.
And you are certainly not a millionaire. Do you want this position or not?
I don't know. It depends. I mean, do I get like forbidden knowledge access? I might be in it. There's just one question I want answered. And Gito said it the best. Are you Satoru Gojo because you're the strongest? Or are you the strongest because you're Satoru Gojo?
You just get a random text. Hey, this is Gege.
Sign me up.
It's neither. Oh, shit. Tit shot.
I'm done watching the show.
So anyways, like I said, on the topic of conspiracies and all that, I thought that was pretty interesting to just say, hey, Dialog. What is that?
Yeah, that's wild. I am going to have to do a deep dive into that. We might have to revisit the topic at another time.
Yeah.
If they don't take us out.
True.
Which is a possibility.
So kind of off that topic and all that. So what would be the signs of you being rich? Right? Like if you didn't say you were rich, right? What would be the signs of it?
Oh man. See, I'm pretty simple. Like I'm not big into fancy flashy stuff, but I'm also not rich. So maybe I would change. Maybe I would pull up in a Lambo and have, the big fancy watches and the chains and the name brand clothes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I say that I wouldn't want to go buy some gigantic house because that's a lot of upkeep, but maybe I would. Because my excuse now is I'm at work a lot, I'm gone for at least 24 to 48 hours at a time. So,
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have to work if I was rich. So
True.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I would definitely go buy a new vehicle. I don't think that I would need anything just too crazy. But again, money changes people,
True.
I might turn into, an evil genius or something and plot to take over the world. Yeah. I might go join Dialog. Who knows?
Yeah. I always just find it more interesting when people, because like a lot of people kind of say that the more wealthy you become, it doesn't really change you. It just highlights your whoever you are as a person. So I think part of it is kind of like, for me, is like I'm already a hermit, so like I don't really want to be around people anyways. Yeah. So it's like for me, it'd be like, it's probably like nicer clothes.
Yeah.
Like that would be the first sign. It would be like if I just appear with nicer clothes, it's like, oh, something has changed.
I'd probably.
What would be the first sign? Like, what would be the first sign that somebody would notice? Like, oh, something has changed about Cory today.
I'd definitely pull up in a brand new truck. Brand new, and I'd probably go ahead and just finish all the tattoos. I mean,
okay, so tattoos would be the sign, like
if I showed up in a new vehicle and I'm covered in tattoos, I definitely just acquired some money. That's definitely the first two things I'm getting taken care of. New vehicle, lots more ink. Okay.
So that would be just a number one.
Like, like realistically, that would be the first things that I would do.
Okay, what would be the second sign?
Man, if I just had like stupid money, I'd probably start like, I don't know, open a gym. I don't know, buy a helicopter. I'd probably start buying stupid stuff, like stuff that's really expensive that I could have never afforded. But now that I've got all this money, I'm gonna buy it for no reason. Okay. I might have a helicopter parked in the backyard for show, just because I can. I might have.
Wow, so you didn't learn the lesson earlier.
Yeah, no. I might have a jetpack. I don't know.
Okay, I'll take it. I just find it interesting when, like, asking someone if you just got rich. Like, I'm talking like you got money.
I don't know. I'd probably wake up and find me in like Japan or something. I'm in Kyoto and you know, Shibuya.
That would be me.
You know, and people are like, "Oh, Japan's such a terrible place," and I'm like, yeah, well, anime capital of the world. I'll be right at home.
And guess what?
And I'm rich. You know, yeah.
And I'm rich.
I'd live in like an anime temple, like with the sliding doors, like in all the shows. Do you know how much they cost? Probably more than I got.
Dog, those houses cost like $100,000.
Oh, I'm moving.
Like it's actually. There's a guy that I followed for years by accident. Like by accident, I just followed him and just to like. It was also on Facebook, so like there's the old coming out.
Yeah.
So he's a Swedish model or something like that, and he goes over to Japan, and he's moved there now. But he just flips houses, and they only cost him like $25,000 to flip.
That's not bad.
I was like,
I'm moving.
That house is $25,000 just to flip and add more wood. Okay, that's kind of insane. So, but I think our stock is down bad because like they've completely limited like migrants and all that stuff because of all the streamers and everything. So I'm like, oh, great. So the most affordable time ever in history to move to Japan is now. However, you can't move to Japan because all these streamers are ruining Japan.
Thank you, Logan Paul.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love to move to Japan. That'd be so sick. But I think I'd have to travel there for a little bit. Like, I think that's what would change in my life would be, I would probably disappear for like 6 months. Yeah. Just like, I'm going to test running it. I'm going to move to Japan for 6 months. Yeah. We're going to see how it is. Right. If I don't like it, I'm going to try Korea next. And then we're just going to,
I think I'd go from like Japan to like Alaska, just full hermit mode. I'd like to live out in the woods and I don't know, eat bear or something.
Okay. Honestly, like my dream of dreams, like being like dead ass serious, like I'm dead ass. I would love to be able to buy a bunch of land and basically just build like, what is the word? The word that I'm thinking of is not concubine.
Like a compound?
A compound. Yeah. Right? Where like me, you, my family, Caylon all live on like all this land, right? Yeah. And it's basically everything is ours. We can build whatever we want. Yeah. Have a studio, have our own gym, whatever, right? And that would be like it right? Yeah. That's literally my dream of dreams. And that way it's like we literally are in our own world and like we don't have to
live off the grid and worry about, 5 o'clock traffic.
Yes. Like that would be the vibe. Yeah. And like
I could get behind that for sure.
Our own car lot of like all these nice cars. Like that would literally be what I would do with all my money. Just like, you know what?
I just want build this fortress of solitude.
Yeah. I just want all the people I love around me and that's it. Everybody else.
Peace.
But yeah, like I don't know. I feel like also here's a good question that a lot of people don't think about. You get a lot of money, right? Mm-hmm. How fast do you start spending it? Immediately, or are you just like still in normal mode where you're just?
I think I would try to stay in normal mode as long as possible.
Okay, how long is that?
I don't know. It depends on how much money I get.
Okay, so let's just say straight up, you get $1 million, right?
I would definitely want to put a good chunk of money back in savings, just because I know I'm definitely going to have some stupid purchases. But I don't want to I hear all the time about these people blowing that money so quick and then they're broke again. Mm-hmm. So I definitely think putting some back and then investing some of the money, so you just have passive income. Yeah, whether it just be a little bit of money or a lot of money, it's just something coming in.
Yeah, and also this is not financial advice, just by the way.
And then I'd probably start buying stupid stuff. Definitely within a couple months. Okay, realistically, I'll say realistically, 4 to 6 months. Okay, I'm blowing some money.
So that's $1 million, 50 million.
Oh yeah, probably the next day. I don't know if I could spend enough money. I don't think I could spend enough money to have consequences in the future. Like I don't think I'm going to get broke off of 50 million. Yeah.
You know what's weird? I don't think my life literally would change that much.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be like, oh, I have a lot of money in my account now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go make my coffee now.
Yeah. Let me go drink 6 shots of espresso.
Yeah. And let me go, I guess, look at land. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like it would be all stuff behind the scenes where it's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Cory, you want to come live by me now?
Yeah. I'm packing my stuff up. I'm on the way.
But yeah, so that was just kind of one of the things I was thinking of is just like what would be like the signs of being rich and everything. So, outside of that, any other things?
I feel like I talked about everything that was on my plate.
Okay. So I'll end on this question because I feel like a lot of people are asking the wrong questions. Okay. So the Diddy sex tape dropped, right? And everyone's talking about Diddy and all that stuff, right? However, my question doesn't come from that. My question comes from if you have something embarrassing that's about to come out, right? Mm-hmm. It's like one of the worst things. It's not really the worst things, right? But it's just embarrassing, right? It's going to hurt your ego. It'll hurt your pride. It'll hurt your stock. Your stock drop, right? Your credibility, all that, right? Where in the world, you can't leave the planet. You can't. Where in the world do you want to be when it drops?
Oh, man. Probably on vacation. Just away from everybody. You know, I could do this and be like, dang, I gotta deal with a lot of stuff when I get back. But I'm just living my best life until then.
Okay.
I definitely don't want to be in jail. I don't want to be at work. You know,
you feel
if
like
I'm at home, I can ignore it, you know, but I'd rather be on vacation.
But if you're at home, right, and you're at that level, right, people know where you're at. So it's almost like they're there.
Yeah.
Right. But I guess normal day, average day, right? You're at home, I guess, right?
Yeah. I'd rather be at home than like work, you know?
Yeah.
Because I can't just up and leave work.
Because it'd be like one of those things where they're just like,
yeah, and I'm like,
would you rather be around your loved ones when that comes out?
No, or probably not. I'd probably just want complete solitude so I can just sit there and, you know, mope.
I was thinking hard about it, right? And the first thing I thought was like, yeah, 100%. I want to jet out. I want to be around people that don't know me, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm thinking if I'm famous, that's like the number one key indicator. Like you're screwed. Like,
yeah, you're done. There's nowhere you can go where you're safe.
Yeah,
unless you have a fortress of solitude, you know?
Yeah, because even then your servers are kind of like, like, I saw that.
This is you, you know?
But I don't know. I really don't know. There's no way to get around it, right? Like you're you got to take it.
I mean, really and truly, you know, the card's going to come falling down regardless. So it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
I guess there really is no perfect place.
No. I mean, it's just, I think that's just the internet. It's just like once it's out.
Especially nowadays, stuff spreads like wildfire on, you know, social media.
Yeah. I don't know. But like I said, I think a lot of people didn't ask the real question of like, where would you, I don't know. Because I feel like you either embrace it, right? And you're like, no, I'm just a freak, bro.
Yeah.
This is me. But it's just like the other things that come out with it. I'm just like, I don't know if people.
I mean, because part of your character's, going to be ruined forever. Yeah. Everyone's going to remember something. You know, even if you know, get past it, people are still going to be like, I don't know, man. You remember a couple years ago when that video of you leaked? No, I don't remember that, man. Let's stop talking about it.
Hey, that's crazy. Look.
yeah, I don't think that's me.
Oh, yeah. You don't know paying. Here it is.
But I mean, if I was rich, I'd just go, you know, facial reconstruction, fake identities, you know.
I guess that's also part of it is that if you're that rich already, does it? Because I feel like it on a human level, it still hurts, right?
Yeah.
Like you're just, but if you're rich, how fast is that like kind of?
Yeah.
Because you're not an egomaniac.
Yeah.
Right.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
So you're not an egomaniac. So you like, how long would that hurt? Like, I mean, would it be like a long time of you getting over it?
It really depends on how crazy it is.
Okay, so it comes out.
I'm also too like at a point in my life where I'm just like,
okay, so let's break it down.
I'm real good at brushing stuff off, and I'm like, yeah, it is what it is, you know. And maybe it's just because we're getting older, you know, and I'm a parent, so I mean, whose opinion do I really care about?
But we're talking about like the most embarrassing thing, like your deepest, darkest secret that's just like on display for everyone to see.
I mean, I definitely think, for sure, at least a couple weeks, like where I'm really feeling it. And then I think after a couple months, it'd start to dull out. And I mean, stuff like that's always going to come back. So I think you'd have a couple good months and then it comes up and you're like, gosh,
here we go.
And then
again.
you got a bad week. Yeah. Oh, shit, here we go again. And, you know, then I'm back to shake back and, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It's, it's like grief. It comes and it goes, you know.
So does that change if you're rich or no? Or does it still sting?
I feel like if it'll still sting, but if you're rich, it's easier to just go lock yourself up somewhere, you know, because I gotta go to work. I gotta, you know, do this. I gotta do that. But if I was rich, I could just, I'll just stay at the house for 6 months and, you know, build a underwater gymnasium bowling alley in the pool. Yeah. You know, just because I'm rich, you know. I don't know. I've got to.
No, I'm never leaving.
Yeah. You know,
So I said rich. Okay, so if you're rich and famous, right, and you go away that long, the longer that you're gone, there's kind of more anticipation because now you're back out.
Yeah.
So do you face it like right then and there, or are you just like, you want to deal with it in months' time? Because that's going to be the big moment of like, oh my God, Cory has come out of his cave, like.
I think it'd be best to just hit it head on, get it out the way.
So you're out.
And then dip away.
Okay.
Hey guys, you know, they caught me eating, you know, popcorn covered in mayonnaise, you know, and then I dipped it into, you know, coleslaw. You know, they caught me eating coleslaw salad with popcorn in it or something. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I got this nasty craving, you know. See you guys in 6 months, you know.
Okay. So you're just more of a head on.
Yeah, I'd hit it head on, get it over with.
Bad news first, good news later.
Yeah, just because if you sit on stuff and dwell on stuff, it typically gets, you know, like my incident with work.
Yeah.
I knew, I mean, you just got to hit it head on.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You got two choices. You can either, you know, get over it or sit on it. Might as well get over it.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that's kind of, I think with the whole Diddy situation, I think that's where the prison thing kind of works out in his favor.
Yeah, he's already,
because he's already in there.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, I'm already doing jail time for a crime that's like not even what I got charged. It was a whole different. So it's just like, it doesn't even matter, bro. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, that was just something that I've been wanting to ask for like since that video dropped. And I'm just like, I need to talk to somebody. And I'm like, hey, I know who I'm gonna
We've
ask.
got this platform that we can use.
So, yeah, I think, like I said, that, you know, I don't think there's any right way or wrong way of dealing with it. It's just funny to think about in that position where it's like you're rich and you're famous. Where do you want to be at?
That's a terrible combination too.
It's horrible.
I would hate to be that famous.
Because then, like, it affects you, like, not just mentally, it's also financially. So it's just like, dog, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think I want to be in that situation.
Like, I'm already sad and now I'm losing money.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. So, and then the other part, your kids see it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Because the kids are adults. So it's just like,
yeah. Bro. But at least, too, they're not at that age where they have to worry about, you know, going to school and getting, you know, harassed and bullied about it.
That's true.
So, I mean, I guess that is a good thing that they are older. Because that can definitely mess up your kid's childhood.
If you're rich, do you put your kid in normal school or private school or homeschool?
Man, I've known a lot of people who are homeschooled, and you can definitely walk into a room and tell that they were homeschooled. So that's off the table.
But you're rich though, right? So it's not like a normal
I don't
homeschool.
know. Can I send him to Jiu-Jitsu High?
No.
No, well then I don't know. I mean, if I'm rich, honestly, he's probably private school just because I'm rich, you know.
Yeah.
All the rich kids go to private school. So
yeah.
I'd probably go to private. I'd probably send him off to private school, you know, just, you know.
Okay.
I'm rich, you know. Just, you know.
Yeah. Like, part of me would love to put my kids in public school, but I don't think they'd be tough enough to deal with.
Yeah, public school's a different entity.
Like, you just, especially here where it's like the South, so it's like a lot more like, I mean, for me, it was a culture shock. So it'd be like,
there's like a hierarchy at public schools.
It's like, nah, listen, I know you like different things, but you got to go hang out with those people over there.
Yeah.
Good luck. But yeah, I don't know. And like I said, I'd like viewing things from like a rich angle because it's so different. It's just like,
yeah, I think everything would change.
See, I don't think it would. Mm-hmm. I think it would be the same, but it would just be like a different environment.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
It's just like everything's brighter, nicer, but it's still like,
yeah,
kid's still a brat. So it's like,
yeah,
you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I mean, parents will be insufferable either way.
I think that's the one thing I want to ask is like, how is it being a dad? Like, because I think the last time we did this, your son was like really young, right? And now doing it now, even though it was a year ago.
But, he'd have been 2 turning 3, and now he's 3 turning 4.
So like, how is it being a dad kind of like, because again, I'm still super bachelor life, so I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Like, I literally
it's expensive.
Yeah.
You know, now when I go pick up food, I'm picking up food for 2, and he eats. That boy can eat. I mean, it's different. It's, you know, you got a lot more responsibilities, lots of long nights, early mornings. But I mean, I have a blast. I mean, so it's like he's at that age now where he's, you know, intelligent enough to just kind of be like my little sidekick. You know, we can go to the store and mess around, and you know, if we want to go to the movies and watch a movie, we can go watch a movie. You know, we can just hang out at the house. You know, and he's cool with that. We just do our own thing. You know, I just got to make sure he brushes his teeth and, you know, uses the bathroom and eats and, you know, drinks enough water, you know.
Do you feel like you've changed as a person? Because, like, out of all 3 of us, right, and, like, being completely transparent with everyone, I've literally only had maybe, let me count, 5 real friends in my whole life. Mm-hmm. And you and Caylon have always been there for me, right? So it's crazy to really like highlight how insane it is that you were the first one, which is not really crazy. Like, now that it's been like 4 years, it's really not that crazy. But do you, and knowing how you were and how you are now, like, do you feel like you've changed, not with just age, but just being a dad? It's like double layered, like.
Yeah, I definitely think that it, I wouldn't say it's like a night and day difference, but I've definitely learned some lessons, you know, patience and communication, because communicating with a child's hard, you know, but you got to communicate in a way where you can get your point across, and, you know, the responsibilities, you know, through the roof. You've got, you know, daycare, and, you know, you got to make sure he's got clothes that fit and shoes that fit, and, you know, potty training was a wild ride, and, you know, you have to think, you know, you got to have patience, because at the end of the day, he's still just a baby. You know, you got to give him some kind of degree of leniency. I feel like it's aged me. I feel like I've mellowed out tremendously. I mean, I remember we used to be able to stay up till 4 in the morning, and, you know, we'd go to IHOP at 2, 3 in the morning and stay up, you know, for a couple hours, and then crash and wake up, and dude, I'm 9, 10 o'clock.
Do you feel like your personality has altered at all, or do you feel like you're the same person?
I feel like I'm still the same person. Like, I'm still, I feel like at times I'm more reserved when I need to be. I don't get as worked up about certain things as I used to, but I definitely think that the core of my personality is the same. I definitely think some attributes and things have altered, but at the end of the day, I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, I have a complete left field question.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, when did you get really, really countrified? Because when you were younger, you were not countrified.
Oh, I was not. I was a little hoodlum. Man, I really think it started like 20. I mean, because growing up, one of my best friends who also wrestled was the redneck of the group. So, we'd go to his house and we'd go out into the woods and shoot stuff and blow stuff up and fish and go jump off of trees and into the water, jump off of bridges into water, try to catch snakes and alligators and stuff. But it was just like a weekend thing, But I think once I got into oil and gas, I think it started to
like really take over.
Yeah. Because like now I'm typically always in boots and jeans. I'm always, I think that's when it started, is when I started to shift away from my because I was a hoodlum. I wore a lot of joggers too.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
That's all I wore was joggers.
You would wear it was like Sperry's, and you would wear I just remember you always wearing like tank tops, but they were like band tank tops and like all that kind of stuff. So, and I don't even remember hearing a country accent out of you.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was like, when did that actually change? Like,
I know now people always tell me I have an accent.
Yeah, you have a thick ass accent now. Like, it's actually kind of insane.
Yeah. Dude, I remember as a kid just, I think also too, when I was younger, I was just influenced by like the people that we hung out with, because
which was a very
our other band member he wore lots of tank tops and stuff. So I think I was just, I don't know.
It was almost like an indie band. That's literally what it was kind of like. Have you kept up with anyone? You don't have to name any names, but have you I was thinking about that like a month ago. Like where I wonder,
anyone from our past?
Yeah.
Just
well, we know where one person for sure went, but like
everybody else? Man, no.
I'm as much of an internet addict as I am. I'm not on social media. Like I don't follow anyone.
Yeah, I typically don't keep up with a lot of people. Well, just you and Caylon.
Yeah, it's kind of it. Like,
that's it.
I don't know where again, no names, but
most of the people that we hung out with that would come around, I have no idea what they're doing, where they are. I'm trying to think, and I'm just drawing a blank on everybody.
You know what I was thinking about? You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Brother, sister. Whatever happened to them?
Dude, I don't even know.
Did they move?
I don't know.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, too. Because all I remember was I did a photo thing with them when we went downtown or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like that means anything. But, and we did a photo shoot and all that stuff. And then I literally never saw either one of them again. Like,
I don't know. Some people just disappeared.
That's true.
I
think that's a part of aging that people never realize. And I think that's the weird thing about working with such young people is now that I'm like, bro, these people that you think are there, bro, they will disappear in 2 weeks and you'll never see them again. And there's no goodbye. It's just always I'll see you later and just literally vanish off the face of the planet. Whoa. But no, I was just thinking about that. I was just
there's a lot of people that just, I don't know, just disappeared. Doing their own thing. Yeah. I don't know.
It's kind of weird. It really is almost in a weird way. Everyone is their own little main character in their own world. Yeah. And it's just wow, I was an NPC in somebody's life.
People probably think that we up and disappeared. Maybe we did. I don't know.
That's true. I definitely do it because I ghost a mug, bro. I will literally just never text you again. It's I'll think about you all the time. You will be on my brain 24/7. I just will never talk to you again. I'm I don't know. I'm just a professional ghost. I don't know what you want from me. But core memory that I unlocked the other day. Do you remember the time we went to Burger King? It was like a random time we just went to Burger King and we just bought everything off the menu.
Yeah, because I think I was in a blue tank top, and I wore the I think I had a backwards hat on.
Yeah, and we were just like, let's go to Burger King.
Yeah,
or something.
and I think we went to the Burger King in front of the Bossier Mall.
No, it was over by Airline, the one that's right in front of Airline High School. And we went there and we were just like, let's just get everything
over there
off
by Chuck's.
Yeah, and we were like, let's just get everything off the menu.
Yeah, I do remember we were in Bossier.
I don't know why that just randomly popped up. I was like,
I know, and I'm like picturing the pictures like exactly because I think back then I had just gotten like my second tattoo.
that was still Chick-fil-A's day, right?
I think so. Either the beginning of the Chick-fil-A days, or I might have still been like a senior in high school.
No, there was no way you were in high school, bro.
Or I think I might have just graduated because I got my first tattoo right before I graduated.
But you could have. I don't think you were in high school though.
It might have been the summer that I graduated because I got 2 or 3 tattoos that summer.
That tracks.
So I think it was either 2014 or 2015. So either the end of high school going into the beginning of the Chick-fil-A days.
Was that the one on the apartments? Was one of the first ones in the apartments?
You talking about when JoJo did them?
Yeah.
He did my second and third tattoos.
Okay.
My first one was done by Bear's dad. That scared his tats.
Yeah.
I could never remember
Which one is that? Was that
this one? The key? Remember, because we were all going to get a key,
Yeah,
and then I was the only one that got it, and I was like, so guys, when everyone else get it, everyone's like, we're not getting that. And I was like, what? We had this idea about this key tattoo, and I got it. And I literally drew the tattoo. It's my handwriting and everything, and I gave it to him. I was like, this is exactly what I want. And he's like, okay.
I still I owe you a key. I owe somebody else another dagger because this one doesn't count. So I have that one. I owe so many people tattoos that I'm like, nah, dude, I'm totally going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Well, I went through
for
with
sure.
It. I was about it. And then JoJo did the next 2 in the apartment.
When did you get this one? Because I don't know why in my brain.
This one?
I always thought that was the
I got
first
this one in 2015 after I won nationals. So when I came back from New Jersey after I just won nationals, I told myself, I was like, wrestling had such an impact on me. A tattoo would be cool, but I got to do something meaningful first.
Yeah.
And so I won nationals. I came back and, I don't know. I was hanging out with somebody and they're like, dude, yeah, now that you're, this big shot, we should you should get a wrestling tattoo. And I was like, and they're like, I'll pay for it. And I was like, let's go to the tattoo shop. And we went to the tattoo shop like right then and there.
Yeah.
And I got it slapped on there. And then went right back to practice, which is why it healed the way it did. Like the colors all splotchy.
It kind of looks like a watercolor, like a little bit of like a little.
But you can see like where it did the colors faded and stuff because I didn't take care of it. Yeah, I won't get it touched. I won't get it touched up. I won't get it covered up.
I don't want to ruin it, but I just saw something for the first time after all of these years. I just saw something crazy.
I'm scared.
Do you want to know?
What is it?
Do you really want to know?
I gotta know now. I'm scared.
Okay. You've had that tattoo for 11 years. Okay.
Yeah.
11 years.
I honestly forget about it sometimes.
Okay, so I know what it's supposed to be. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about the middle part?
No. It looks like a mermaid that's humping that person's leg.
Oh, yeah, this part? Yeah, that part always messes people up.
I just noticed that. I was like, the legs look like this.
Everyone's always like, what is that? I'm like, it's a guy getting suplexed. And they're like, what? I'm like, it's the Louisiana wrestling logo. Because like the USA wrestling logo is USA, a guy getting suplexed, and it's red and blue. And all the states have their own, and it's literally the exact same thing. Everyone always looks at it, and they're like...
No, I just never realized it looked like a merman suplexing or humping somebody's leg.
Yeah. I mean, I probably could have got a different tattoo that would have been went over better, but...
I mean...
Dude, it was spur of the moment.
Well, yeah.
And it was paid for.
Well, back in the day, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Like, well, nothing's really changed because the way that your tattoo situation is now.
Oh, yeah. I'm always...
like...
I'll have an idea and I'll be like, I'm not going to get that. And then one day I'll have an idea. I'm like, yep, let's go get it.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Just like the one on your thigh and like, all that. But
both sides.
So
both sides.
So you'll never get it touched up ever. Like you won't even.
I wanted to say the exact same way that it has.
Do you not regret it? But do you think that it was just a little bit too rushed? Where it's like, I should have.
I definitely should have let it heal correctly. But dude, I literally got it. It was wrapped still, and I went right back to wrestling practice, right after I got it.
I can believe that.
And like, I always remember it was I don't want to drop names, but a very good friend of mine, someone who I had known since I was in kindergarten. We all ended up growing up together, wrestling together. But there was 3 of them. They were brothers, and so the middle brother and me were usually practice partners, and usually it was always back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I remember we got into this like scramble position, and the wrap came off, and we like stopped, and I was like, it'll be all right. Let's keep going. Because I was all gas, no brakes. I was always, and it healed up and it was splotchy, and I was like, I would have had a wrestling tattoo regardless. I mean,
no, I knew you were gonna get one.
That was my personality for a long time. And even today, people are always like, man, you were wrestling, and I got all these stories from traveling the country and stuff, and beating up friends at parties. Especially, Caylon.
Yep.
Your brother, apparently.
Facts.
Yeah. The core memory unlocked.
I think I have a video of that too somewhere.
Probably. I think I wrestled Alex one time too, because I remember when we were coming around, Alex was like big into working out and stuff, and so he was like, "No, I'm too big," and I was like, "No, dude, you're not. Let me show you a thing or two." And then I did, and he was like, and I think that's how Alex and us all became friends, because I was like, let me drop you on your head real quick,
Yeah, those were crazy. Yeah.
And even now, that's like a question I get all the time is, well, so-and-so is gigantic, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Everyone gets dropped on their head the same, and they're like, you're that confident? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Yeah.
I need RAF. Please pull my application. Put me on TV.
Yeah, we're gonna make you a big star. We're gonna make you the biggest star. The only thing, and I'll end with this one because I'll wrap it up and everything. But, what is his name? Arman
Sarukin.
Okay, I am really tapped out of like MMA and all that stuff. 2020 is literally
a couple weeks ago when I was in RAF. Arman sat 4 rows in front of me.
So I want to ask, because I don't know anything about, I know he's good and all that stuff, but all I know just from online is that he is really, really good, but he's also a huge trash talker.
Dude, he is wild. He's a wild card.
He's only doing it so that way he gets more notoriety or something like that. So like, what is that? Dude, I don't know anything about him. So
he was watched like a hawk at RAF because like they were scared that something was going to happen, because at 2 RAF events before that, he was having beef with Giorgio Paulo, who's another wrestler. He was like, he had this whole YouTube trend where he did, if you could take me down, I'll give you $1,000.
Oh,
but you got to think, a normal human being up against someone who wrestled in high school and college, you have no chance. And then even someone who does MMA, I know guys who are pro fighters, and then like we get in the room and I'll out wrestle them 10 times out of 10 because wrestling's different, And so he had this YouTube thing going on. Well, he ended up wrestling Arman and he got beat. Well, they ended up having all this trash talk, and then like it turned into like this whole brawl on live TV after their match. Dude, they're swinging on each other and stuff, and it's, I don't know, Arman's,
so
he's wild.
Is he just like a character, or is that really him? Or is it just,
I don't know, because some guys,
because I find it really hard that
they're doing it for, just to, do it.
Yeah. Because I don't know anyone that has almost an undefeated record like him, but acts like him.
Yeah, he's
like, I don't know. That's where I'm like, I don't
know. I really haven't figured him out yet, because he is like, I mean, like at RAF and stuff, like I think it was cool. Like I got to shake his hand, I mean, he didn't do anything crazy, but when Colby Covington won, he hopped up out of his seat, and you could tell he was itching to get up there and like
You don't think
talk
it's like
trash to Colby.
You don't think it's like a wrestling thing, right? Where it's just like it's lights are on, cameras are on, and it's like
man, I don't know.
Or he really is just a psycho. Because
he might be.
I can believe both.
Yeah.
I can believe he's like.
I'm on the fence about it because like as soon as Colby called him out at RAF, he was up there, went straight to trash talk and got in his face. Like I was like, oh man, this might get physical. Like I don't know. He's I don't know.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask because like I've seen his face everywhere, but it's not in a good way. But I'm like, he's also almost undefeated, and I would just think that someone that's
and he's like the number one lightweight contender for the UFC, and they have not booked him a fight in like over a year.
But that's what I'm saying is,
I don't know if negotiations are falling through. Maybe he's just too hot. I don't know, but I don't know.
But see, that doesn't even make sense to me.
So RAF has put him on almost every single card. He's wrestling back to back to back. So he's making his money still.
Yeah.
He won $5 million off the Illa Taporia.
Yeah.
You know, he bet that Colby was gonna win and won $5 million off of that. I said Colby, Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje, yeah.
So, man, I don't know. But he just got done destroying Tony Ferguson. I think he wrestles again coming up.
Yeah, there's got to be a problem. There has to be but see, that's part of it that I don't understand because I'm like, you have the whole kid, whatever.
Oh yeah,
you have him,
Josh. Yeah,
you have him going. You have Sean Strickland going. But then I look at Arman and I'm like, he's not really doing anything. Like, yeah, he talks like a lot.
Yeah,
but he isn't like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how that.
I don't know. It might be him. It might be a personality thing, and that's why he hasn't gotten another UFC fight. Because I don't think he's got a fight coming up.
I guess part of it is like if you were that hot though, like why would you not? But this is the same company that wouldn't do John Jones and
because Arman's only 29.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't. As an outsider, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But like. I don't know anything. That's also part of it. So
there's also, I think he also comes, he's like Ilia Taporia. They both come from very wealthy families. Ilia Taporia, apparently, his family is loaded. And there was people talking at one point that Arman's father was an Armenian billionaire.
Oh, okay. So he's, okay. So their negotiations are different.
Yeah,
like,
Arman right now still has no official fight.
Dang. I guess at that point, you're doing it for the love of the game.
He's on a 5-fight win streak. I mean, he's wrestled at RAF, a dozen times.
That's also crazy to be like, yeah, I could be a billionaire. However,
he does it. Maybe he does it for the love of the game.
I want to go fight someone real quick. But
man, I don't know.
That's where to me as an outsider,
he's extremely athletic. Ridiculously athletic.
I was just curious, like, like what's this dude's deal? Is it the UFC? Is it him?
It might be him. So I don't know.
Well, with that being said, any other topics you want to cover? Things that popped up?
Nah, I think I've got everything that was my mind off. I've got other stuff that we could talk about, but I'm gonna save them for other episodes.
Okay. Yeah. We got.
Because I do have a couple.
Okay.
Good questions, but I'm gonna save them.
Yeah.
Because then we'll go into like a whole other thing.
Yeah. Well, next time. Not next time. What am I saying? The other thing we wanted to announce and everything like that is that we will be opening a Patreon. My headphones are myself. Let me see if I do that. So, with the amount of, there we go. With the announcement of us coming back and everything, part of it also is knowing that the people that find us and want to help us build this thing and do crazier types of deals and way more fun conversations that we can't do on YouTube and all that. We will be kind of also launching on Patreon and kind of going down that route where, again, we're still working out all the other things. But again, there will be definitely unfiltered content, more episodes. linked to different places that we will be at, so that way you can talk to us and all that jazz, which is going to be kind of crazy because kind of where we can go unfiltered is kind of
We're trying to start a cult.
Well, no,
I'd like to be a cult leader.
He wants to get into Dialog.
Yeah,
I just want to get rich.
Yeah.
So, hey,
I want a movie about me being a cult leader, and I want. No, I'm gonna save that because I just opened up like a whole new conversation. I'm gonna save that. I'm writing it down right now.
But we will be launching that extremely soon. But our Do Not Listen show Patreon, that's actually kind of wordy. I kind of messed that one up. Anyways, but the Do Not Listen show Patreon is currently live. There's nothing currently on there yet, but this episode that you're listening to is going to be kind of filtered and all that stuff. So if you would like to hear it unfiltered, it will definitely be on Patreon for free. And then once we kind of work out the kinks, we'll give you guys some more details. I'm sorry, listeners, more details at a later time. But
okay, it's written down. No, I won't forget.
But with that being said, that's kind of our first episode back. It's kind of crazy that we only have 4 episodes.
Yeah.
There's actually a lost episode somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere out there.
It's somewhere. I don't know.
It might be on the dark web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it on a file somewhere. But I think what happened was that the video came out really bad because I forgot to turn the lights on. But I have all the audio. So
yeah. Okay. I think I do remember that.
So
yeah.
I might post that one up. That might be the last one we have with Caylon in it. So, however, but it's good to be back. It's good to sit back in these nice, comfortable chairs. That is not a futon, and I'm sitting in a chair like this. Hey guys.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back. I'm glad to be back with my friend.
Yeah, it is nice.
Random things.
Little upgraded of a set.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're still building. This is kind of like the pilot episode for this new area. So, as you can see, there's just a random TV just there. Yeah. So, we'll figure all that
progress.
out. Yeah. So, with that being said, thank you guys. Thank you, listeners. See, I got to start working on that.
Yeah.
Got to get back on that. Thank you, listeners, for listening. If you guys are watching, listeners, I guess you can't. Can you listen and watch? Do we call them watchers?
I don't know if I like that one.
Okay. All right. If you are
my disciples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Cory disciples.
Yeah.
But if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Yep.
So
look forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get used to this. Blue is Bluetooth. Red is. Also, I love how generic this is.
Yeah, I like that.
This is actually what I meant to open the show with, but I just forgot.
That's okay.
Whatever. All right, we'll catch y'all later. How long does it play?
Forever.
Maybe I did too early. I thought this was like a 4 thing. All right. I think if I timed this right. Catch you later. See ya. Bye.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.